Hello friends, Fujosovich here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and sharing with you the results of a small modeling project I've been working on. This is all inspired by the January 13th Developer Insights live stream put on by Ben Brode and Dean Ayala. One of the points that really stood out to me was their goal of helping to reduce ladder anxiety and grindiness. The major processes that they mentioned in their stream were to first introduce a plateau system where you can no longer lose stars at rank 15, 10, and 5. They also talked about the idea of potentially adding more stars while laddering, and then they also talked about the idea of including bonus stars when you're at or above rank 5. Now for a very brief explanation of the model itself. So I programmed the model in Java and I used arrays to load deck win rates based on the publicly available Vicious Syndicate win rate data. I then ran simulations for each deck playing either 25, 50, 100, or 150 games being played per month or season. Because I processed my data in Excel, I was limited to only having 15,000 players run each time I ran my simulation. As an aside, I used the odds ratio method to compute the winner of each individual game. I won't get into the technical details of the method, but it's often used in baseball simulations and it seems to do the trick here as well. If you have any questions or comments about any of the processing, please feel free to leave a message below and I will get back to you with as much detail as I can. And finally, I'll be sharing with you two cases here today. The first being the current method, which is the ladder that we know and love. And this can be presented against the Plateau method, where players are not able to lose stars at ranks 15, 10, or 5. So jumping right into the results of players only playing 25 games per season, what we're looking at right now is the current method being shown here on the left, and the Plateau method shown on the right. Now we're not able to see much, if any significant, difference between the two methods. Now this is to be expected as not many players are able to earn many stars of this number of games played. At the 50 games played simulation, we continue to see strong correlation between the current method and the Plateau method. Both groups have the highest numbers of players around rank 20, which decreases in player percentage as we increase across in rank from left to right in both the current method and the Plateau method. Now once we get to the 100 games played simulation, we finally start to realize the impact of the Plateau method. The current method continues to have a normal distribution, which increases with games, while the Plateau method has a clear step at the 15 rank mark. This trend continues with the 150 games played simulation, where there is a step at both rank 15 and in rank 10. This higher plateau at rank 10 is only realized once the total number of games played reaches a point where enough players actually reach this rank. This further supports the idea that in order to rank up in Hearthstone, a certain number of games needs to actually be played. Now before I leave, I do want to highlight some of the shortcomings of this model and discuss some of the future work. First, I do want to be testing the two other cases mentioned during the designer insight that really caught my eye. The first being now the additional bonus stars while laddering. Instead of gaining only 2 bonus stars, maybe we can be earning 3. And then I also want to investigate the idea of potentially having bonus stars given above rank 5. One of the other major things that I want to be doing with this model is testing for more games being played per month. Currently, I do have up to 300 games played per month on the current method. However, I don't have anything to compare it against, so that's why I didn't share it yet. Once I have a little bit more computer time in the coming weeks, I will be posting the results for not only the Plateau method, but then for the additional bonus star methods as well. The final thing I want to add is a randomly assigned skill parameter for each player. If I was playing a Jade Shaman deck and a player who's consistently at legend rank is also playing that same Jade Shaman deck, I would expect them to have a higher win rate at the end of the season. The number that I've done some preliminary tests with has been plus or minus 6%, but that's subject to change. Before I go, this is the part of the video where I ask you to subscribe to the channel if you want to get more updates when I post follow-ups to this modeling exercise, or if you want to follow some of my trials and tribulations as I continue to post Hearthstone gameplay. Thanks for watching. Keep your stick on the ice.